I feel so much joy now. I'm in Sweden at my grandmother's house, and I have got this like now I know what I want, and I want to create this dojo heal your feminine body. So, what is it about? It is about seeing your symptoms. To me, for example, it was the pain in my nipples, so I couldn't take on and off clothes without having pain. It was having pain for years in my vagina, and I started avoiding sex and intimacy with my partner. And it's like seeing the symptoms as an invitation to play, to see the symptoms like this is a game world or this is a world I haven't totally explored yet, or there is more. Like my body wants to say there is more. And the way to say it is with symptoms. That's the language of your physical body and your all the other bodies emotionally, mentally, they're all coming together. They all, if you start, like if I, when I started listening to myself, I got so much, there was like so much gifts inside of me there. And it was just about listening and committing to this space where I would listen to myself, explore and feel myself. So this is the space for you. And I'm holding the space in the context of radical responsibility because this is where I myself have got the most power to live the life I want. When I take radical responsibility for myself, for everything, it's like I'm I'm dizzy in in the bus ride up to my village, and I could be a victim of it or not. And the moment I choose I'm not a victim, I take radical responsibility, even though about my dizziness, even if it's sure it's okay and it's normal. Yeah, you could have that world as well, point of view of, yeah, it's okay to get dizzy in such a ride. But yeah, even they're saying, no, I want to connect. What is it about? That just opens up so much. Yeah, it's like a playground. It's like so much possibilities I have with taking radical responsibility over me. And in this case of the dojo, for you, it means taking care of what do you want, what doesn't work, saying, I need it slower or faster, to feel, um, to take care of your boundaries. In the other way, it also means take a leap, take a stand for, like, I want to work on this part of my body. I want to work with that symptom, and I've totally changed my mind. That's also taking radical responsibility to go with what is right now in you. To yeah, um and I and the other women in the space, we will support each other to take this step of like radical responsibility doesn't only mean like this is my boundary and I will stay here all the time because this is my boundary. And it's also like seeing beyond this boundary and what is even more possible. So with feedback and coaching, I want us all to emerge to like the the greater the greaterness of ourselves, like become what we already have. And we didn't think that this is also part of me, and this is also part of me, and this is also part of me, this is also part of me, and this also. Um, yeah, so that's why I set this dojo in the context of radical responsibility, because there is more possibility then. The other thing is that I said that symptoms are a playground. They invite us to play. And I work with distinctions, like the distinction is symptoms is an invitation. It's distinctions open up more possibilities. And one distinction is that pain, what is behind pain? Like, I have pain in my nipples. What is behind pain? So there is, um, what was the word? I forgot the word. There is suffering and there is pain. And we actually have the possibility to choose one of them. So it's, for example, when I can laugh so hard that I get ache in my stomach. So either I choose to see it like as pain, and what is behind pain, yeah, there is joy. And it's so much joy that's like it's it's like almost painful ecstasy, this laughing very hard. Or I could see like I'm suffering from feeling so much joy. And it's really, this is just not okay. Like, this is happening in my body, and I shouldn't feel so much pain when laughing so hard. So you see there's like an old map and there's a new map. How to see actually the feeling of joy in this case, or here it's suffering or pain. And what is it? It's a symptom. Like, I'm laughing so hard, I'm having ache in my stomach. So this is the symptom, and I could choose between suffering and pain. And between is there's like just a black line, and you can also try to like say I'm on this black line between these two worlds, or between these two maps. And here's the point of zero, the point of nothing, the point of I am with what is. And on this point, it's really just ache in my stomach. And what I want to say is like it's the same with the other feelings. So we could do this, like it's the same with the other feelings, and it's like it's no matter what pain you have, if it's joy, like feeling you feel the pain, you go on the new map, you want to discover what is behind it. What is the feelings behind it? Is it anger, fear, sadness, or joy? That's what I often ask for, just to expand into this. It doesn't mean suffering. You can expand into your body. And for that, I want to explore one more distinction, and that is the distinction of four feelings that I've just said. Anger. So there is a side of anger why I choose not to feel anger. For example, it's too loud, it's not spiritual enough to feel anger, and so on. The list goes endless. So that is the old map of anger. And the same goes for why do I choose to feel anger? So it gives me clarity. I know what I want. I want this. This doesn't work for me. I have so much clarity to create like a foundation of relating to each other. Like authenticity is also a high principle of using your clarity for you. So this is the new map of anger. The same goes for fear. So the old map of fear is, for example, blackout. Like before, I had a blackout about the word suffering. So this is why I don't want to feel fear. This absolutely doesn't go. It's too much for my nervous system. So this list goes on and on. And here we have the new map of feeling fear. So I want to feel fear because like it's aliveness for me. I have in this garden, I have the sensation of all these flowers and the smell of it, and yeah, and you see, feeling fear is like, to me, it's I feel fear, and then comes sadness, and then comes joy, and yeah, that's still like the cycle. If we allow to feel everything that is happening, joy comes in the end of of the feeling cycle. Yeah. So continuing on this new map of feeling fear, it's also my magic to have like, what is the energy in the space? What do we as group of women need right now? This is using my fear consciously on the new map of feeling fear. And actually, to me, it's also having a yes for my fear on this new map has also gave me a lot of like the sensation of coming home. It's actually nurturing my nervous system to feel conscious fear on this new map. And the same distinction goes for sadness. So why wouldn't I want to feel sadness? Because it disrupts the space, because everybody wants to save me and I don't want to be a victim, blah, blah, blah. Same for a new map of feeling sad. I want to feel sad because it's also like freeing. It, like to me, it's like, yeah, being in flow is also one part for me to feel sadness. And it's a lot about being in connection with you. So, for example, right now, I feel some percentage of sadness. So we have lower intensity and high intensity. And in this dojo, we will explore the new maps of feelings. Maybe it's lower intensity, maybe higher. We'll see what comes up. And yeah, and also with joy. Like what I said, the old map of it's really interesting because I just had like a week ago sex with my husband, and it was really like this, oh, I'm suffering because like I have this pain in my vagina again, and I know it so well, and what should I do? And I get so mentally stuck on this suffering thing, and then I like he reminded me of, what if it's just pain and not suffering from it, and I could go back onto this black line. It's like this boundary line between those two maps and just be like with what is. And and then I switched to the new map of feeling the pain, and I discovered it was so interesting because I discovered like I I totally forgot about the suffering. And then behind that, it was just such an intensity of joy or ecstasy. And it was totally gone, the pain that, yeah. And yeah, I'm like, this is just amazing how these distinctions help me to explore this aliveness in my body. Yeah. So this dojo is about you owning your body and feeling your body and discovering your body. In radical responsibility, you taking care of yourself.